For our next lesson, I'm going to discuss separating solid-solid and solid-liquid mixtures. How many of you have had the experience of maintaining an aquarium? What did you do to maintain it? An aquarium, complete with water, fish, decors, pebbles, marbles, and shells, is a good example of a mixture. You have solid materials there in the form of fish, decors, pebbles, marbles, and shells. The stock water represents liquid, and the air represents gas. Cleaning the aquarium is an ideal activity to demonstrate the separation of components of a mixtures. We have separating components of solid mixtures can be done mechanically by picking, when you sort out of your toys by category, and by magnetism, when there are objects made of metal in the mixture, example iron fillings and sand, or by sifting or sieving, using a strainer, which is commonly used by construction workers in separating sand from gravel, and bakers when removing debris from floor. The principle behind this technique is that the larger sized objects, which are often not needed, are caught by the sifter or sieve. Unlike separating solid liquid mixtures is not as easy. Certain factors such as temperature, density, size of molecules, gravity, and force need to be considered. Thus, more complex procedures and apparatus are required. The techniques most often employed in separating solid liquid mixtures is sedimentation, decantation, filtration, and centrifugation. Let's discuss first filtration. Filtration requires the use of a filter, which can be a piece of cloth or any other porous material that will allow a liquid to pass through it. The process of filtration separates suspended solids from the filtrate or liquid as it passes through a filter. In separating very fine solids, suspended and liquid, centrifugation is more helpful. The mixture is placed in a glass test tube, then in a centrifuge. The force that acts in the mixture while the centrifuge rotates draws away the denser solid particles, leaving the lighter liquid at the center of the tube, affecting the separation. Decantation separates mixtures through the action of gravity, which allows the deposition of the solids at the bottom of the container, but they must be left undisturbed for some time. After separating the liquid from the solid, the liquid is poured, leaving the solid behind. Sedimentation. Sedimentation is the process in which insoluble heavy particles in a liquid are allowed to settle down at the bottom of the container. It is just like as the process of decantation. Let's have a quick review. The techniques for separating solid-solid mixtures we have picking, magnetism, sifting or sieving. For separation of solid-liquid mixtures, we have filtration, centrifugation, decantation, and sedimentation. That would be all. Thank you for watching. I am Teacher Kisi, your science teacher.